What is going on YouTube? This is Eminem Gaming. Today I'm going to be showing you guys an unboxing of the AirPods. I actually have like these little things that go onto them that I found on my other earbuds that I actually have. They came with these. These were 10 bucks. They're as similar to an AirPod that you're gonna get without having to have any sort of plug-in. It's Bluetooth. It has like a little bit of a wire, it wraps around your ear, and you have to charge this little compatible thing. I actually have one that's basically the same as the Apple version. It's like, this was like maybe 5 bucks at Ross, and pretty much another rip-off brand. Looks just like the Apple type of one, but it's like a Bluetooth one. It's cheaper. This is an Apple one. It doesn't have the USB one that goes right into your modern iPhones. I had to get that extension. This was another $10 one that I had, and it's like a bronze color, basically just like the Apple one. If you guys notice, the way that they all look, the shape is basically the same as Apple, which is kind of funny. I have a couple of cases for those type of ones. We'll go ahead and close these up. We don't need these right now. But yeah, so pretty much just want to show you guys an unboxing and just to showcase to you guys. I took off the wrapper, haven't opened them yet, so we're gonna go ahead and open this up here. So, you know, pretty much just got the instruction booklet. As you would with an iPhone, they come with instructions to explain to you guys some of the things that you guys can do with it and how to set them up when you first get them. Moving on, we have the actual AirPods right off the bat, right there. So we'll move those off to the side. Now, if you guys open the bottom, you guys will find your charger. Pretty much just a standard 3-foot, I think it's 2.8 or 3-foot charging cable. It's basically the same as like any other device. I thought that this was like some other like type of Apple, like, you know, plug-in port that you had to find, that you had to use something separate that it would come with, and it was like its own thing that you'd have to plug it in. But luckily, it's just a standard Apple cord, so pretty cool. That definitely makes your life a lot easier because you probably have a ton of them at home. You don't have to open the brand new one. You probably keep that one put away for a while. So go ahead and put that back in there. We have the instruction booklet. Put that away. So pretty much when you get your AirPods, what you want to do is, the easiest way to check your charging and everything is to connect them to your phone. And then if you go over and you swipe on the top left of your screen, if you have an iPhone X, you swipe on the top left. Or if you have a normal iPhone 8 or 7 or whatever standard iPhone is, you just swipe from the top of the screen straight through the middle, swipe up, it'll bring a notification page. You start scrolling down the different things. You go to this part where it says batteries, and anything that's connected to your phone, including your phone, it'll show you the percentage that it's on, including your Apple Watch, any sort of Bluetooth device connected that's on battery, or your AirPods. So the cool thing is, I think it says, okay, so it just says designed in Apple. I thought it said something about the information, because there's actually a button right here, and I'm pretty sure that this button just allows you to change the color. If you guys open this up, you guys will see that it's white, and it has like a little light that kind of pulses. And I'm pretty sure that this little button, it allows you to change the light from white to green. And by double clicking it, it does something to do with the light. It changes the color, I think. But this light can actually go from white to green to red, depending on what you're doing. And pretty much when you open it, it's gonna pulse in white to tell you that it's ready and that these, you know, the AirPods are in here. But when you're plugging it in, it'll have them in either red or green to tell you that your AirPods are charging, if they're fully charged or if they're still charging. So really pretty cool. You guys can obviously tell that they're pretty similar to the normal like Apple ones that you can get from if you guys just buy like normal AirPods or normal like headphones. They're pretty much the same. They have like these little dots that I think are sensors to know, because what happens is, one of the things I want to explain to you guys is when you put this in your ear, you have them both in your ears, when you take one out, it pauses any sort of audio or whatever you're listening to, it'll pause it, and it'll automatically just stop. And so I'm pretty sure these are like some of the sensors that are on there to know if you're doing that. And just by double clicking, I think on this button, just by double like pushing your finger on it, it'll actually bring up Siri. So that's one of the things you can do. And then I'm pretty sure if you just click it or double click it, it'll pause your music either way. So it what it'll do is, you know, you can actually pause your music that way, so you don't have to, you know, you can kind of, you know, be touchless kind of without having to do your phone. But really pretty cool because, you know, these are like $10 ones, and you guys can see the similarity. If you guys look really close, like they're actually really similar. Like these almost look like Apple headphones if you guys take a good look at them. I mean, they really look just like them. They have like the left and right. They look just like Apple ones, but these were $10, maybe $5 or something along those lines at Marshall's, or I think it was like Marshall's or Ross or one of those like really cheap stores. So pretty much, you know, all you gotta do is just gotta slip it back in there. And honestly, it's really nice because with the AirPods, you kind of have your own case, and it's really nice and easy to hold. You know, these earbuds, whatever, you know, you throw them in your pocket, they start getting all kinked up, and you know, they're a pain in the ass. And obviously, these are a lot more expensive. You could probably buy 5 of those for one of these. But I think honestly, the good thing about this is the case itself charges, and so from what I can tell, I think you can get 1 or 2 full charges on your AirPods before you have to plug the case in and charge your actual case. Now, the one thing you want to be careful with is this case is obviously very clean, and you know, it's shiny. It has like that really glossy, you know, coated type of material. So if you do drop this case, you're probably gonna have some issues. It's gonna have like some little cracks and like black, you know, like scratches and stuff. So just be very careful with this case, because you guys will definitely notice that when you try to, you know, take this out and you drop it, you're probably gonna right off the bat, you know, get some really bad damage to it. And especially because this thing actually does charge. It's not just a case, like a bland case. You just throw them in there and it just holds them in place. This charges as well, so any electronic, you know, pieces in here could get damaged as well. So you want to be careful. And I'm sure that this isn't cheap. I think this is like a $50 item if you were just to have to buy the case. You probably should be careful. I'm sure they sell some sort of little pouch that this can go into, like a tiny pouch that just goes around it. Not nothing too crazy, but you guys could probably find something along those lines. Now this, these AirPods, originally we had gained them. So this actually, so the thing is, what I was gonna say is, you can actually control these with your Apple Watch. So if you go ahead into your Apple Watch, you go into music, you can actually go ahead and with these AirPods, you can go and pretty much just access, you know, the AirPods. I'm talking about iCarly now. You can access the AirPods straight from your Apple Watch or your phone. So it actually makes your life a lot easier. This product is really good. I've used it a couple of times. This is my first time actually, you know, having one, but it is a really great product. They work really good from what I can tell, and I actually did get to use a rip-off brand from Walmart that was like $15, and it was basically the same exact. It was actually, you know, it was an actual like AirPod, and it was a cheaper one. It was a smaller case. You know, the AirPod itself was a little bit like a little bit smaller in shape. It was like just smaller, and you know, it worked pretty much the same. You know, from what I can tell, it actually worked pretty good. So didn't have any issues. Now this was from those black ones, and as you guys can tell, they're basically the same exact shape. Now the AirPods themselves, if you guys notice, they are bigger than these off-brand ones. They are slightly like larger in size, and I think they're even larger than these Apple ones as well, like these actual Apple earbuds. If you guys can tell, they are slightly like just wider and radius on the center part. Not by much. These are almost as similar, but the black ones that are off-brand, those aren't really. Those are a lot smaller. So I'm not even sure if this black thing is gonna fit on here, but let's try this out, because this would actually come in handy. If you guys can get one of these, yeah, actually fit right on. They probably look kind of stupid because they're black and this is a white one, but if you could get black AirPods, I think this would be actually like really slick. Like this would look really clean, and you could probably, you know, make yourself look really high tech right there. But yeah, I mean, they look really cool. I'm not sure if you could fit them in the case with these things on. I'm sure you could fit them in here, but they're probably not gonna close. Yeah, they don't fit like that. You have to take them off because they don't even go all the way in. Actually, like it's actually slightly out, so you would have to take them off. These little black things, but they're actually like these little black add-ons. They could probably help you to maintain your earbuds pretty long time, because what you'll notice is that dirt and grime will start getting into these little speakers, mostly right here around these corners, that is really hard to get out. And you don't want to use anything wet like a Clorox wipe or anything that's even slightly you know, moist, because what it'll do is it'll start going in there and it'll cause more damage. So it's really annoying because with these Apple ones, from what I can tell, they're really hard to keep clean and to maintain. But normally, as long as you just, you know, you keep your ears clean, you know, it won't get as bad, you know, as you can tell. So now you can actually see there's an orange light because I believe that they're actually charging. I took them out, I took them out of the box and put them back in. So I think now it's like actually charging. So what happened was it was orange because for a second it was charging, but then because they're full, like they're probably already fully charged, it went back to white to tell you, hey, they're charged. Now what happens is when you plug the case in and you have them in there, it'll be either orange or red or whatever, or it'll be green to tell you that the AirPods are actually completed at charging. So pretty cool case. I really think this is an awesome case and everything. And the cool thing is it actually has a magnet. So if you guys notice, it slightly magnetizes to this back part. It doesn't really, like if you start closing it, the weight of this is gonna close by itself, but it actually has like some sort of like magnetic thing here so that it connects from that to that and it stays by itself. And so you could tilt it pretty much almost all the way to a 90-degree angle like this and it still won't close until you actually go all the way down, or it actually doesn't even close. You have to like put some momentum, but really cool. Just thought I'd make a review for you guys just to show you guys a showcase. I haven't actually gotten to use these, so hopefully I won't have any issues. I'm sure that they're probably fine, but I have used the AirPods before. They were really cool. They work great. They work good, real good, you know? But yeah, so I'm really excited to be able to have at least some sort of protection because as you guys know, I would definitely recommend if you guys can get some sort of like some sort of like little case that goes around the ear, but I don't even know what you call these. These are like little little shells, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to call these. I would definitely try to find something along these lines that, something along the lines of something similar to this. And the cool thing is, you don't even need this little triangle thing. That's not even necessary. You just need this part that goes around the earbud. But this actually goes into the inner part of your ear to kind of keep it in place even more. Because these type of earbuds, these Apple ones, they don't really stay as easily in your ear, especially if you use them very constantly. Your ears start getting a little bit, just they're not as stiff. Your ear starts getting a little bit more soft on that part. So this definitely helps to keep it like more secure in your ear. So they're pretty good. But I'm really excited to be able to do that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will definitely be doing some reviews for you guys in the future. If you guys want to stay tuned, I probably in the next day or two after this video gets published onto YouTube, I will be doing a review on the 2019 BMW 5 Series. My car is actually having a couple of issues with the AC and some sort of issue with we have to change the microfilter. As you guys remember, I did a video on the issue that you guys have with the lights in the car, and that video, I explained that my car actually needs a new microfilter, so that's why mine was coming up with that. But we did take it in, so now we have another car we're using at the moment, and so I will do a review on that while I have that in possession. So I'll definitely be showing you guys some of the cool features on that, because that's pretty cool, being able to have a 2019. Those are pretty, the 2019 model BMWs are really high-tech looking, and they're just very, they have a lot of, I think I've noticed a lot more carbon fiber and a lot more like black matte type of finishes on the sides and the back and front. So it's really nice to be able to see that. And the cool thing about those cars is they definitely changed from the 2012 models, and they made the grills a lot bigger. And now the 2012 models weren't as small as you can imagine, but I feel like they were kind of standard, but now they made them a lot larger, and just the width and length are just massive. So, you see one of those coming down the road and you're like, damn, okay. So anyway, I will definitely be shooting you guys a video on that, so stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, we got this is the cheapest one I probably have. They don't even work. These ones are garbage. You guys see anything that looks like Apple ones that are like a different color like this, they're definitely not even worth it. We have those. These are Bluetooth ones that are somewhat wired, not really directly to the phone, but they're Bluetooth wired ones. And then we have the white ones. Basically, these two are the same. I think the white one's a little bit more higher quality. This one was like $8 or $10. That one's like $15. And then these are the Apple ones. These are about $20, $30. And again, got the AirPods, so I don't have to worry about any of that garbage anymore. But yeah, so anyway, I will definitely be showing you guys some more videos in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, so stay stay tuned, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. See you guys. Peace out, YouTube.